strike zone. So we get a smash there on legend. There's an absolute tank shot from Reggie Jackson. That means I'm seeing the ball really well. Again on legend, just absolutely smashing the ball. What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about my new PCI settings and setup. We're going to jump into a couple games versus the computer. We'll jump into one on All-Star for a couple innings at most, and then we'll jump into one on Legend for a couple innings at most. But I have been labbing this out, especially when I was doing the Jackie Robinson moments. So we had the Jackie Robinson moments and missions. One of them is to get 42 innings of conquest done in order to get the free back grip, the free bat, free socks. So I decided to lab during that session a different PCI setup, and I did play some of the games on Legend, and I also during that time I grinded out an 88th overall starting pitcher with tons of break, and I'll show you guys his stats in game. They're ridiculous. They're absolutely ridiculous. If you want to make one of these, it's not that hard to do. Just do all the pitching moments, collect what you need to collect, and then you basically need 50 innings. And you know the Jackie was already going to be 42 innings. You need 50 innings, and you need 100 strikeouts versus the computer. Not that hard to do. You're going to strike out the computer a lot to do that as well. For the closer, I did take, let's see, for the closer I did take a velo build because you get a four seam, a cutter, and a changeup, but I probably won't be using that card very often. Now that in MLB 20 you can use you can bring the starting pitcher in at any time out of your bullpen, so there's really not much of a point to put him in middle relief. I think starters as a whole, there aren't a lot of good ones honestly either, and so now we have a nice 1-2 punch with Corey Kluber and my cap. So you guys will get to see his stats as well. So let's go ahead and jump into a game versus the computer, and I will show you guys my new PCI. Something that you guys can try if you would like to try it. The other one with just the diamonds, which now we got our All-Star. The other one with just the diamonds is still goated. It's still really, really good, but if for some reason that's not working out with you, you can try this one. So we'll go ahead and select my cap. I think he's going to be pitching first, so you guys can see. We'll talk about him first, but this is going to be kind of like that swing timing video. It's just a laid back, chill type of video where I'll play a little bit, talk a little bit, and hopefully you guys learn something along the way type deal. So that's what we're pretty much after in this video. So we're hopping into a game on All-Star versus the Royals. Here is the stats for this cap. It's pretty ridiculous. It really is pretty ridiculous. Let me move this over here for a second so you guys can see clearly. He has 99 119 H per 9, which is ridiculous. Like, that is ridiculous for any pitcher in the game, let alone a starting pitcher. His control is pretty good. I mean, it's 74 control. He has 97 break, and he sports a sinker, a slider, a two-seam fastball, and a 12-6 curve. The sinker, the slider, and the 12-6 I really like. The two-seam I'm not going to use very often, to be completely honest with you, but he's a beast. He's going to be an absolute beast, mainly because you can customize the motion. I use Andrew Miller's motion, so I can hit him with the sinker, on the inside. It's very short to the line and very short to the hoop. That's why I like to use it over like a very complicated motion. For the best motions, I do have a video on my channel with I went through every single pitching motion in this game and gave you guys like about 20 suggestions, but I still like using Andrew Miller the most. The sinker has some pretty crazy break. I don't know why I'm choking so bad on hitting the line, hitting the hoop. It's actually very, very easy for me to do. And then the slider has some crazy break on it too. It just has, I don't know how Modesty made contact with that. Somehow he did. Spam the sinker wherever you need to spam it, like inside on the hands. You can use the slider away to get him to chase if you want, or to spot it on the corner. Pitch I've been using more often as well as, something like this, and then I'll bring it back into the strike zone. And then that 12-6, when they have 2 strikes, I just put like the ball at the bottom of the strike zone, and they'll chase a lot on that, and you'll be able to get a lot of strikeouts. So he's an absolute beast. Now let me get into my PCI settings. So this is what it looks like. All right. So basically, the tried and true, if you weren't aware, was like this, and it still is. At some point, I might switch back to this. I'm just going to lab this out on my stream tonight, see how it goes. This is the tried and true, just diamonds in the middle, and you just pretty much move the diamonds to the ball. But what I've been using more lately, and you guys can see on All-Star, it just looks gigantic. So we're gonna go ahead and turn. I like to turn the diamonds completely off. I like to turn the outer basic on. I fade out nothing. And this just makes my PCI feel huge. This is basically your contact zone. It doesn't have just a sweet spot, obviously, but it's like, I don't know. I'm just trying to make very short movements with this thing. So I track the ball, and then I make a very short movement. At the very least, I'm going to be able to hit the ball. But I feel like I've been very early. That time I was early, and you always want to be early with your swing. I don't know. It just like gives me a lot of confidence in a way at how big this PCI is. I really like it. Just really small movements. I seem to be getting it in the center of the PCI a lot of the time anyways, in the sweet spot. So I was there with Reggie Jackson. I don't know, I really like it. They're gonna try to pick me off at first base there, but it's just this outer, it just feels huge, doesn't it? Like, it's just like, it feels gigantic. We're gonna ground into a double play there, but I really like how big this PCI feels. It's nice to have. I'd really recommend this pitcher right now. I'm really thinking about I'm getting somewhat close to getting a diamond. I think I'm gonna take that Barry Larkin. I actually like his stats a lot. I know right on right he doesn't have a lot of power, but he does have a lot of contact, a lot of vision. Once he gets up to that ruby area too, he's gonna be a beast as well. Took Reggie Jackson. And obviously Buster Posey with my first couple picks. I love this Buster Posey. I love his block. I love his swing. I'm a big fan of that card. I'm really glad I chose that card. I probably am going to use him at catcher for most of this year. I like having Craig out at second base. He's been nice over there as well. Still got Stargell at first base. I'd like to get that Miguel Cabrera. I mean, that would be a nice card to get. We got Glaber at short right now. I might buy back that Hanley. I've got a lot of stubs right now. I got like about 150,000 stubs. What's nice about making the pitcher too is you can sell off so much equipment. You don't need much equipment at all. You can get rid of a lot of the equipment, and that's just gonna give you a bunch of extra stubs, especially if you have a lot of diamond equipment. You know, you can make them crazy tall and put on a crazy motion too. I personally don't like to do that. So here, look how big this PCI is. I mean, it's massive. I know I haven't hit a lot of bombs with it so far though, but I really like it on Legend because your PCI just feels so small on Legend. It just feels gigantic. And just track the pitch, a nice little a smooth movement up and in, and I got a smash there. And like, you think that you wouldn't be able to center it up on the sweet spot, like if you're gonna have that outside of where you have the contact and that sweet spot of where you can hit it. You think you wouldn't be able to, oh, I'm chasing there. You think you wouldn't be able to hit it in that sweet spot very often, but believe it or not, I mean, see, that time I try to move it in too much. Just need to keep it in the middle, then watch the ball and just have a real slight movement at the end. I don't know why I'm chasing. That's unbelievable that I struck out. I'm just really trying to get like hits for the video right now instead of having like a good at bat. So I'll try to have like let's see if I can just smash one. Hopefully he just throws us a pitch. That would be nice. It's gonna be outside. Just need like a just focus on real small movements with this thing, you know, and you're gonna be able to center up the ball. Jorge Lopez cannot throw a strike right now to save his life, making me chase. That time I didn't have to move it much at all. That sounded like a perfect, at least good squared out. Really been liking Buster Posey. I like guys where their hands are like up by their, like right here. That's kind of what I visualize a lot now in strike zone, is I visualize moving my hands from like right behind their ear to the ball. Everyone loads up a little bit differently. But when I keep that in mind, for some reason I really smashed it. That time I missed that. I missed that one. I'm choking a little bit for the video, but hopefully you guys will like to try that out. So let's go ahead and let's go see what it looks like on Legend. I gotta start up a new game though, because I don't think you can switch the difficulty when you're playing with your Diamond Dynasty team. So I'm gonna switch up the difficulty here. Let's go ahead and quit out of that, and let's go to play versus CPU again, and let's play. I just like to play against the Royals, guys. That's my favorite team, and like for some reason I like to play against them. We'll go on Legend again, and then we will go, it doesn't matter, I guess we'll pitch again on Legend. But I'm really liking my pitch. I'm really gonna like having this 1-2 punch at the top of my rotation. I'm kind of waiting on better pitcher cards, to be honest with you. I think we really need starting pitching real bad, but like they've tried to put some out, but they haven't put out the kind of starting pitching that I'm looking for. Like they haven't put out like a Clayton Kershaw that's amazing. They haven't put out a Chris Sale that's amazing. Like some of the newer type of guys that are just tried and true beasts, they really haven't had like a boosted card for those yet. And I think some of the reasoning behind that is like they always wait to put out the super boosted Trout, because the live series Trout, if they put out a super boosted Trout, it like kind of decreases his value, because now like there's not as much you know, they're already kind of like gatekeepers for collections, but there's not as much value in having a really boosted Trout or anything like that when there is a pretty good one. So it's like I can see why they're waiting on some of these cards like Sale and Clayton Kershaw. Looks like he's running. CPU, I love the CPU do a lot of fielding and base running. It's just easier when you're grinding, to be honest with you. You don't have to think about it or worry about it. I just think the horizontal break on his slider is ridiculous. And then just having he doesn't have a lot of velo, but having that sinker to throw anywhere, having this short motion, it just keeps me really, really accurate, because he only has like about 70 control. So it is nice to have that nice accuracy. I mean, I mixed in the two seam a little bit here and there, but it's like it's pretty much the same speed as the sinker, so there's not a real point. And then I love 12-6 curveballs because they go straight up and down. They don't have that like bend to the side. They just go straight up and down. I like that movement a lot. Good job by Jorge to lay off there on Legend. Fights a base hit there, 2-2 to get himself on. All right, let's go here. Just gotta go after Dozier now. Kind of left that in the pitch in the middle, but no, that was pretty much a dot. See if we can dot the corner. That's solid. Throw like a backdoor sinker up and away. Spot that off. Let's see if he chases now on a low curveball. That's probably too low for Legend Computer to chase. I don't know. So they will chase. Let's try another chase. Like, let's try a slider chase. Yeah, he did chase there. So he couldn't keep it together there for the whole time. Whoops, I dropped my controller. Whoops. All right, so I got my controller back. Here's what it looks like on Legend. It still looks like a pretty big PCI, doesn't it not? So it's, instead of having like, let's see what it looks like with just the diamonds again. We'll turn this to off and we'll turn this back on, the diamonds. I mean, the diamonds, they look pretty small. And while it's still amazing, I don't know, there's something about this. Let's see, we'll turn the diamonds back off and we'll turn, it's PCI outer, not the inner. You want the outer, basic, and then fade out none. Turning that on, for some reason, it's huge to me. Like, it just feels gigantic. Can still make those slight movements that I need to get base hits and hit the ball. I really, really like it. I'm definitely, man, I wonder if I just messed up my controller by dropping it on the ground. But you guys can see I was right in the circle there still. You'd think that wouldn't be the case as much, but it still is. I find myself getting right in the middle of it still all the time, and this just feels huge to have. Like, if this was like the old game, this would have felt big because the PCI is still outside of the strike zone. So we get a smash there on Legend. It's an absolute tank shot from Reggie Jackson. For some reason, Reggie Jackson, whatever it is with this outer, has just been killing it. Let's see what we got. A good squared up on that. I just stay right in the middle, and then I just move it, a very slight movement at the end seems to do wonders for me. I can see the ball really well. PCI feels huge, so it's like you got a lot of confidence that you're at least going to make contact. You know what I mean? Because if it's in that circle, you should at least be making contact. Let's see. Here's another pitch. Talk about somebody that has like a really good putting their hands right behind their head type of timing. That's like exactly what Gary's is. I know. I like to see myself being very okay on, or very early, I should say, on Legend. That's a really good sign. That means I'm seeing the ball really well. Again, on Legend, just absolutely smashing the ball. Sorry, Jorge Lopez, but you're getting taken yard. Let's see if we can take another one with Mantle. And this is, again, like, I don't know. I just chased there, basically. We still put it in play, though, for a hit. I love it, man. I haven't seen a lot of people using this at all. I think most people are using just the diamonds, which is still really good, or they're using like the inner with the diamonds, that kind of thing. But I don't know, man. I don't think I got all of that one, but I still hit that pretty well. I feel like it's gonna be I'm gonna lab it again in online games and see how it goes, but I've really been enjoying it. Even Trout with this 58 vision. The PCI just feels big to hit with still. He's trying to pick off Mantle. Look at him trying to pick off Mantle, man. We'll probably finish up this inning and then wrap up the video. But give it a shot, man. Just give it a shot. You know, especially if you're just labbing out. That's what I love about that's what I like about Conquest, man, is you can try out a lot of different things. You just basically have your team. You know, you're going towards some kind of goal. Feel like I'm smashing with this on Legend, man. I don't know what it is. Look, that sweet spot is still pretty big too. I don't even think his sweet spot got smaller really in the feedback, did it? Like, did it at all? I mean, just like the contact zone gets smaller. I mean, I could be wrong about that. Let me know down in the comments below if I'm wrong about that. We got stars all up. Let's go ahead and smash another. And I was playing some on Legend because I just wanted to try this out, and like, you got a better chance at a diamond when you go in a Legend game. But we're gonna, I mean, obviously we're gonna quit out of this one, but all right, let's see. I just kind of forced the swing there, but we still popped it. Something about this is just really nice. Like, I swear, dude. That's why I wanted to make this video and show this to you guys even before I labbed it out online, because I don't know, man. Like, I feel like this could be like a new wave. Will I ever switch back to diamonds? Possibly. I mean, it's very possible that in a couple days I could switch back, but I'm really enjoying this a lot. I really like this like outer, and like I said, I don't see a lot of people using it at all. You know, there's still a lot to be discovered lab wise in this game and things to check out and try out. Man, we can't even get out on Legend right now. We only got one out. We got the pitcher up. Gonna go ahead and ground to a double play, so I jinxed the crud out of it. But I hope this video helps you guys out and gives you something to think about if you haven't tried it out already. I'm looking forward to streaming. I took 2 days off of streaming to recharge the batteries and, you know, go to bed at like a normal hour and wake up. I like to, when I can, I like to go to sleep at a normal hour, wake up, you know, 7, 8 a.m. and then get after my day. So that's been nice the past couple days after not really taking like any time off, just constantly streaming and making videos. But I always will have a new YouTube video on the channel every day, so be sure to subscribe if you are new. I hope you guys are having a great day. Let's go. Roll 2 on them. Roll 2 on them. Let's go. That's the perfect way to end it. All right, I'm gonna go edit. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.